Every episode so far has been about making progress and becoming stronger with every step of the way. But with New Year's being tomorrow, today I want to focus on my first real project in the series. So sit back, relax, get some popcorn, and enjoy countless hours of struggle while trying to bring this build to life. Now, to begin constructing the sign, we are actually going to be needing 3,065 observers, 1,825 black terracotta, and then we are also going to be needing 1,150 redstone lamp. Now, that is a ton of materials. That is literally around 18,000 cobblestone, about 10,000 redstone. So we need to make ourselves a redstone farm, and the only way to actually do that, or like an efficient way to do that, is by making ourselves a witch farm. So we're gonna immediately go ahead, jump into the nether, and go to our swamp biome. Okay, and now we need to find a witch hut. Now luckily this swamp is pretty massive, so hopefully we can find one relatively quick. There it is. Luckily there was one here, because if there wasn't any in here, we would have had to look for another swamp. But now let's actually begin building this farm. I actually had to come home really quickly because I didn't bring any materials to start building the farm. I sort of just got excited that I had an elytra and ran to the brand new farm. So I crafted 6 shulkers because we actually got 12 shulker shells in the last video. And if you have a look, this is really all the materials you need right here. And then 24 minecarts. This is literally all you need to build this farm. So let's pack up and let's head back. Alright, the farm is now built. It may look like just a dirt cube, but there's actually a lot more to it. If we really quickly go ahead, go down here and have a look. Let's see how much resources are in here. Okay, alright, it's literally been like 2 minutes of us finishing building this farm. We already got 45 redstone, so that's really good. Now, all we need to do is actually wait for this to basically fill up. Now, I don't really need any of these stuff, so I guess all I need is the redstone. So I'm gonna just fill up this whole entire chest with redstone. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and AFK this overnight. Right now, we need to be productive. We need cobblestone, and we literally need 18,000 of it. So we're gonna have to be productive and put our pickaxes to work. So we're gonna go back home and begin taking advantage of our cobblestone generator. Alright, our super miner pickaxe. And now let's begin putting it to work. Dude, it has been a while. We have been putting in so much work. Let me really quickly buy some food because we are actually out of food. Hold on, I'm kind of curious. We were there probably destroying cobblestone for a total of like 5 hours, because between time where I had to transfer the cobblestone and I also had to go to the XP farm to repair all of my gear. And now I have actually not checked this in a while. Like, I'm talking over the last like couple of days. Like, it's maybe even been a week. Now, I was actually here a lot with the cobblestone and everything. So if we have a look, oh my goodness, let me check the hoppers. Dude, what? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected this. This farm right here generates around 1,350 iron every single hour. We have been here so much. So I am honestly not even shocked that we have this much. I surprisingly have a crafting table on me. I don't even know how it got there, but okay. Well, it's for sure safe to say we are no longer going to be needing iron, because holy moly, look at that. Okay, and let's also take the roses out of here, because we are going to be needing the roses for dye. Let me dump it all in here. There we go. And then look, it's already filling up. That's actually so insane. Let me take all of these as well. Alright, let's pack up. And we actually do need some food. I completely forgot. We have golden apples, but there's really no point in wasting them. So let's really quickly go to our villager trading hall and do a couple trades. Let's take out some iron really quickly. And then let's trade iron for some emeralds. There we go. And then let me trade with you as well. Oh, he just restocked his trades. Okay, I'm not complaining. Did you restock as well? No, you didn't. Alright. So doing trades, we're already up to 58 emeralds. Holy crap. And then now let me scroll down, purchase some golden carrots. And then we're already at 36. Let's trade with this guy. And we're already up to 57. See, now we have food for a while. Alright, but quick update on everything that we have. I actually just went ahead and made like a basic storage area for where we're going to store everything before we craft it. So this is going to be for our cobblestone, which I did actually finish. I have been putting my pickaxe to work for like this past so many hours, dude. I can't even count. It's been all day. And then that's basically all of the cobblestone that we're going to need. I'm not confident with this answer, but I did some basic math. I think this is around 19,000 cobblestone, which is exactly the amount we need. We need like 18,500. And then right here, obviously, we need to go AFK the redstone. So I am about to go to bed. So we're going to AFK that really shortly. But also, we are going to be needing 3,065 quartz. Now, again, I haven't done any of these. I've only done the cobblestone so far. So that is going to be a very fun trip in the nether. Because, yeah, 3,065 quartz is not a line amount. And then obviously we are going to be needing our 1,150 glowstone. I am not looking forward to this, but it is a necessity for the lamps. And then lastly, our 1,825 black terracotta, which I do actually want to start working on now before I go to bed. I think that is going to be the most worthy of our time because I am looking to watch a movie right now and all I have to do is just mine. So I'm going to actually depot all of these real quickly and then we're going to head out. Alright, so there is a mesa biome by I think our XP farm. So we're going to head over there now. Okay, here we are, and if I remember correctly, we need to go in this direction here. And yes, look at that. That is a mesa biome. And hopefully there's enough black terracotta here. I really hope it's enough. Because if it isn't, we might be cooked. I'm not going to lie. I think it's enough though. It looks like it's enough. Let's get to digging. Is this black? Please be black. Is it? Brown. Oh, shoot. The only reason I was worried here was because I had built the initial schematic of this build out of black terracotta, but I noticed that the brown terracotta and the black terracotta doesn't really have much of a difference, so I figured it was fine to just continue using the brown terracotta instead. 1,825 is equivalent to 28.5 stacks, so we're gonna go ahead and get 29 stacks of this. And there we have it. This is 29 stacks of brown terracotta. That didn't even really take that long. That only took 21 minutes looking at my recording, which is honestly pretty surprising. I thought that would take a lot longer. I mean, look at how much we mined, bro. We just basically carved out this whole entire mountain, which is basically crazy, bro. But now we can actually head back. Alright, and that is the brown terracotta complete. Now, that was looking kind of quick. I do want to go get something else. I think I'm going to start on the quartz. Now, when we were mining for netherite, I got a lot of quartz. It's just I combined them into blocks of quartz. So that is kind of unfortunate, I'm not going to lie. So we basically need to start from scratch again. Wait, quartz might honestly be easier than I expected. I mean, we already got this in like, what, 1 minute, I think? So that's really not even that bad. I farmed quartz and glowstone for about an hour and a half. So it was just a lot of this footage right here. So I'm just going to skip over it and go to the point where I finished farming everything. Okay, and just like that, now we have 18 stacks of glowstone as well. So that should be all of the resources that we actually need from the nether. Now, the only thing remaining, I'm pretty sure, is redstone. Also, I just noticed we are now already level 74. Holy, is quartz good for XP. I think we got what, like around 10 levels, I'm pretty sure, which is honestly not even that bad. But let me really quickly check the resources. So yeah, cobblestone is done. We have redstone. And then let me depot the quartz now. This is a lot of quartz, bro. Holy moly. Wow, a full double chest almost of quartz. Then now let me also depot the glowstone in here. Perfect. So that's the glowstone done. Brown terracotta done. That's the quartz done. And the cobblestone done as well. Yeah, literally, all we have left is redstone. I did also think of something while I was in the nether. Do villagers trade emeralds for redstone? Because if they do, that would be huge. Come on. Oh, they do. So for every 1 emerald, it is 2 redstone dust. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That is not worth it. If we were to do villager trades, we would legit need around 6,000 emeralds to be able to get all of the redstone. Now we need about 10,000 redstone, but I actually don't need the full 10,000 because I have 29 blocks. Yup, if I convert that really quickly, we have almost 300. You know, that's pretty good. I'm gonna take 23 with me so I can actually fill up the rest of the chest. But before we go, I do need fireworks. We only have 3. Alright, it looks like we're gonna have to pay a visit to our mob farm because we only have 36 rockets and that is not gonna last us a single bit. Well, good thing we have a lot of gunpowder in here. Alright, let's take a little bit. Do you guys reckon this is enough rockets? I don't know. I think it's gonna last me like 2 minutes maybe. Whee! Oh, that was satisfying. Let me restock this. There you go. Now it's time for me to go AFK. Hopefully tomorrow morning when I wake up, this is all filled up. If it's not, then we have some problem because we really need that to be filled up. Alright, so it has been about 2 days of us being AFK. I was AFK the whole entire time. It was just 2 overnights. And I checked on it once. I woke up in the middle of the night to look at it. And this chest was full. So I actually went back to base. And I placed down a lot more storage. And luckily I did that. Because if we actually go ahead and really quickly check. That's 1 chest completely full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap. Wait, it's actually more than I thought. 7, 8. So basically 7 2/3 chests full. That is actually insane. This is enough redstone, I'm pretty sure. We do not need more than this. We only need 10k. So I think we're gonna need 4 shulkers worth. I'm pretty sure. We're not gonna need the whole 4, but we're definitely going to be needing like 3.5 or something like that. So I'm just gonna get 4 full. Okay, there we go. That is 4 shulkers worth of redstone. Fully filled up. Now it's time to get out of here. And oh my, are these minecarts so freaking loud. Anyway, now we can actually go back home with this. And then now, I'm pretty sure we have every single resource to begin crafting. Before we do any crafting, let me really quickly store all of the redstones in the chest. Just because we are actually going to be needing our shulkers to put all the items you craft in them. Alright, so we're going to fill up all of these shulkers with the stuff. So first things first, the easiest thing is actually our brown terracotta. So we're just going to really quickly put everything in there. There we go, perfect. That's 1 material list done. And now I think I want to move on to the redstone lamps. So I want to really quickly get all of this glowstone. And also we're going to need a lot of redstone. There we have it. That is all of the redstone lamps. There was actually 3 more stacks of glowstone in the chest that I forgot to take. So I just really quickly went ahead and crafted those into redstone lamps. Now it is time for us to go ahead and move on to the observers. We need 3,065 of them. So let me begin crafting. Wait, I'm actually kind of slow. I thought each shulker, for some reason, had 3,400 items, but that is a full double chest. So we actually got not enough redstone. This is sort of going to be a problem, I'm not going to lie, because we only have 2 shulkers that are empty. The rest we went ahead and actually filled up. So I'm going to actually really quickly put everything back into the chests. You know what I realized? I could turn these into blocks, bro. But we don't have a crafting table with us, unfortunately. Okay, you know what? I don't really want to travel back here. There is a lot of wood, so let me just really quickly farm a tree. Okay, I just came back here and turned all of the redstone into redstone blocks. And now it's time for me to go back home. Alright, I should have all of the materials now. I'm just gonna really quickly go ahead and craft it all. And then I'll cut back in just a second. Well, there we go. We just ran through all of our cobblestone. We still have a lot of redstone left. We have a little bit of quartz And then we are all out of glowstone. And then we have all of our brown terracotta as well as our lamps. But if we check really quickly, we have a full shulker and almost another full shulker of observers. Now you guys are probably thinking that is a ton of observers. And yes, it is. But honestly, this is the only way it's gonna put the build together. Now it's time to transfer all of this stuff in these chests as well to our shulkers. And then I want to go ahead and begin building this project. Now, all of these materials are actually for the build. We are going to be needing some redstone as well. So let me really quickly craft up repeaters and all that. Okay, this is all the redstone that we're going to need for a redstone clock. And then I made some deep slate tiles for building blocks. I think we are now ready to begin going. I'm going to really quickly pick up all of my tools, my items, and also our rocket. And now it's time for us to look for a build spot. But before we go, I do want to sleep really quickly just so we can skip the night. I don't want to be fighting mobs. And then now it is time for us to begin looking. I sort of want it to be overlooking our base. Holy crap, does that rainbow look so good? I feel like the only valid place to actually build it would be like right here, sort of in the sky. Like we build up a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I think this is going to do it right here. Let's begin building. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so the build aspect of it is basically complete, but there's some redstone we need to do, and I also need a couple dispensers. I just went ahead and farmed a couple cobblestone. Now I want to go to the mob farm so we can get some bows, and then we can craft 15 dispensers. That's how many we need. So it looks like there is only 2 bows here. It was actually on the ground. It didn't despawn. So it looks like we're gonna have to be killing skeletons until we get more bows. Okay, there we go. We have 9 bows now and 6 dispensers. We did actually kill a witch. A witch spawned in there. He dropped 6 redstone. So that's why we have the 6 dispensers. But now let's go ahead, head back into the nether, and go back home. There we go. Now all that is left is to get fireworks to fill up all of those dispensers. So let's get to crafting. There we go. Now all the dispensers are filled up. Now we just have to wait for it to be nighttime. Wow, look at this though. This actually looks so good. Now it's nighttime and look at that. You guys are probably thinking, wow, this looks so bad. Just give me 1 second. Let me turn on this redstone clock. Boom. And then let it go all light up. And then now we replace that with that. And then now if we go into the frontier and if we have a look, whoa, oh my god, hold on, I can't miss this. Wait, dude, look at that. That looks so good. Oh my god. Dude, look at that. Yes, sir. This looks so good. Oh my god. Okay, I'm actually so happy I built this. Now if we check it from our base, yo, that actually looks so good, I'm not gonna lie. And with that, the 2026 sign is officially finished. I just want to say thank you for being here and supporting these videos. I hope 2026 is an incredible year for you, full of good moments and even better memories. Whatever you're chasing this year, don't give up on it. I had a blast recording this video, so if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing and hitting that like button, as it does mean a lot to me. Anyway, Happy New Year, and I will see you all in 2026.